Alright Blues, welcome back to the Daily Blues. It's another Monday where we've had a shocker at weekend. That 2-0 defeat away to Stoke, I think, was the worst so far this season. The 4-1 at Spurs was bad, but on that day, it just didn't go right. Against Liverpool, it was bad. But this Stoke game was, for me, the worst. And it could be the worst I think we've played in a few years now. It was just the complete lack of anything. We couldn't create chances. There was a lack of effort. There was a lack of passion. And those two things, the lack of effort and a lack of willingness to fight for a game, is even worse than when you can't create chances or you just have a bad day defensively. There was a few players out there who just looked like they couldn't be bothered. And I think there's no point even picking out individuals in that performance. Nobody, for me, was above a 4 out of 10. Maybe Joe Hart, who made a couple of saves and probably stopped us from being humiliated, because we could quite easily have been beaten 5 or 6-0 against Stoke, and that would have been embarrassing. 2-0 flattered us. But for me, it was just about, there was players who weren't tracking back. There was players who weren't marking up, and for me, that's unacceptable. Was it the manager or was it the players? For me, both. The players are as much to blame for that performance as the manager. The manager can only do so much, and then the players have to show a bit of something about them, and they didn't. None of them did. It was Silva's worst performance in a City shirt, De Bruyne's worst performance, Sterling's worst performance, Boney's worst performance. I could go on, but I'm not going to. I think the manager was at fault in that he was unwilling to change it. Everything was going wrong in the first 20 minutes. We could see it. I'm sure the players knew it was going wrong, and we didn't change it. It was too stubborn. We were unwilling to change things, and when we tried, it was too late and there was no plan B. I know our squad is completely annihilated with injuries at the minute. We're missing Company, Toure, Aguero, and those three being out. As much as people slag off Toure, there was a big Toure hole missing in that midfield at times. Company we miss more than anyone ever. And Aguero, I don't even think, if Aguero had played on Saturday with that service, it wouldn't have made any difference because it wasn't good enough from back to front. But hopefully, we've learnt now. Hopefully that's the kick up the backside we needed at the Liverpool game. But for me, if we don't book our ideas up, that will not be the last time that we get embarrassed. So we've just got to hope that we can pull things together after that. We need some leaders, please. Anyway, moving on from that, more Pep Guardiola talk. It seems that every time we lose, the noises get louder about Guardiola. Oliver Kay, the chief football writer at the Times, said over the weekend that Manchester United have briefed that they expect Pep Guardiola to go to another Premier League club next year, not to United, and they are unconvincingly saying they're not interested anyway, a bit like they did with Pedro when he went to Chelsea. All the noises seem, and all the big influence in the media are all thinking that he's going to come to City. And for me, it's 2 + 2 = 4, and I'm hoping it does equal 4 and not 5, because it just seems right now. It seems that next summer, I don't think Pellegrini's going anywhere until next summer. And for me, probably rightly so. I think that if we bring in a new manager now, it's not going to make any difference. It's too late for me. We just have to hold out till May. We can still win the title. Don't get me wrong. We still should be favourites because we just need to go on a run of form. Stop messing up when the other teams are messing up. We got away with one this weekend. We lost, but Arsenal won, and they're the only team around us that won. So it could have been a lot worse. We could have been 4th. We are 3rd at the minute, but it's not all doom and gloom. Pep may be in summer, but for me, it's not going to be until then. But let me know what you think about the Stoke game. I think it was terrible, but I want to know your thoughts in the comments below. Try and keep it level-headed if you can. Like the video if you've enjoyed the video. I'm sorry that it was a bit downbeat. Subscribe if you're not already, and we'll see you tomorrow for hopefully some good news before the Gladbach game.